Okay, let me try that again. Okay, full rewind. You came in, the creepy music played. I went, "Hey, Echibat, how are you?" Then I was just messing with my camera. And following that, I was saying, so over the weekend, I finished The Waste. And what else? Oh, and the backpack, which looks like this. Right? Just like what you used to go to school with when you're but a wee girl. But yeah, so made quite a bit of progress. Yeah, it's a huge upgrade from what was there. Where do the books go? There's room for some in there and some in here with the missiles. It's got these adjustable wings. What I was saying is it's quite back heavy right now, and the knees, I thought the knee joints were pretty stiff, but they're actually weaker than I wish they were compared to the other things. I probably should have done something to them, maybe just clamp them a little tighter. But oh well, whatever, doesn't matter. It stands, it's good. So we're just gonna keep going. So this evening, I'm gonna go for as long as I can. I did get my first vaccine, first shot today, so I don't know. I feel a little weird, but for the most part, I'm okay. My understanding is the crazy side effects sort of kick in day 2. But yeah, just don't breathe and we're all good. Yeah, for this, absolutely. Well, it's okay. It's okay. Actually, I got the AstraZeneca one up here. We're like way behind on our government sort of program. And if I was going to wait for Pfizer or Moderna, it would be probably end of May. But they gave everybody an option for 40 and onward to take AstraZeneca just out of pharmacy. And so tons of people are just sort of jumping on that. Yeah, we got a whole bunch, a large shipment of them, and then, but they just went to pharmacies, so you could just sign up with pharmacy and drop in and get it. So lots of people are doing that because it's kind of a big question mark as to when you'll be called for the other ones. They're doing it by age, starting with the oldest and working down, and I think they're still only up in the 60s, like mid 60s, as far as the age of people who are eligible for the free government one. Well, they're all free, but yeah. Anyway, we'll see. I've heard that the symptoms are much the same as the Pfizer and Moderna, if you get them at all. The after effects like fatigue and a sore arm and all that stuff. But it's better than dying. Yeah, so tonight, going to keep going on the chest. I've got a ton of pieces sort of ready to go in blues and reds. But working on this here. Is that going to work? Yeah, there we go. So these pieces all in this part here is what I'm currently going to be working on this evening. I got most of them painted. I got to repaint one, had a little flaw on it that I didn't notice and the paint chipped. But yeah. Nice. That's the same thing here. I signed up at a pharmacy. It wasn't supposed to be eligible until end of May, but the state opening 100% here, so they opened vaccines up to everyone. That's nice. That's good. That's good. Yeah, we don't actually have a lot of the Pfizer in Canada because we have to import it from Europe because of export restrictions from the States. And all of the Moderna went up to our northern territories for the First Nations who live up there, because they're considered a vulnerable class. And because the Moderna doesn't need as much care in terms of its transportation, it doesn't have to be kept, at like negative 60 degrees or whatever it is. Most of those shots went up north. But yeah.
Some shrimp on the Barbie. TJ, the man from down under, has entered chat.
TJ, good morning. How are you? How you doing? Hope all is well. TJ, excellent job on the Zaku. I don't think I've talked to you since you posted those shots, but wow, great work. Lovely work. What problem have you got? Is your backlog getting too big? Or worse, is your backlog too small and you don't have anything to build? Or do you actually have a real problem? Oh, you asked Miami to critique it? Gonna change a few things? Nice. Yeah, I don't feel like I don't feel comfortable really critiquing other people's builds. Unless you straight up ask me to critique it, I mean, there's always something that you'll see in other people's builds that you'd think like, I'd probably do that a little differently. But me personally, I won't do that unless somebody says, I want, honest critique. But I'm open to it if you want, but you have to ask. Because generally when I show people things, it's kind of, if I'm just saying, hey, look what I've done, it's kind of I'm not saying, here's what I've done, can you please tear me to shreds? Yeah, I'm interested too. I'm going to bring it up here. Hang on. Let me get Discord going. Let's discuss. Let's see if Miami knows what he's talking about. I'm kidding. Miami knows what he's talking about. Here we go. Let me know if the music's too loud too, guys. I have a hard time telling. So what did he say about it, out of curiosity? What would he have done a little differently? Okay, thanks, Etchi. Yeah, I mean, I agree. The stickers, but I mean, the stickers are a bitch. Like I hate stickers. I'm not a fan of stickers. I'll go and buy Decals. Because they're not overly expensive and there's a wide variety of them available. Yeah, I mean, the eye and the weapons. Yes, there's lots and lots and lots of decal kits available. Decal sets. Just check them out. Just look for Gunpla decals, and you'll find them. Just decals always look better. They're not as thick, right? So pulled all the stickers off. And that's true too, what Etchi just said as well, is you can certainly make your own. You masked and painted the red lines on these ones here. And I assume, hey Drift, how are you, by the way? Oh, actually, you didn't chat yet. It was just doing that little fake thing. I take that back, Drift. I don't care how you're doing yet. The other thing that I would ask that you do is these lines here. You can easily sand those off. Right, and up here. Now, I know I'm zoomed in really close, right? You don't see them when you're back here. That's the problem with pictures on the internet is they're like, even with the one that I'm doing, it looks like a really clean paint, but when you zoom right in on it, it's like, there are flaws. I don't see those flaws with my naked eye, but as soon as you've done this, all of a sudden everything is yeah. So I mean, maybe they're not so bad, but it's I noticed them the most actually on these cables on Gunpla. But and on resin kits too. I mean, I have a lot of Luca Zampriolo stuff has these sort of lines in them, and I always try to get rid of them. Mainly because if you take a picture and put it on the internet, somebody's going to zoom in as close as they can on it and say, could have done that better. But and then so he's saying you want to you should do the weapons a little less monotone, and that's true. Yeah. But I thought your weathering, like I really liked your weathering. I liked the fact that you like scratched up the knees and you got the sensible places where it would be weathered done well. I thought this was really cool. Also that you only did that with scribing tools. Just looking something up here for you. Yeah, so like this is an example of what I mean for decals. If you look around, you can easily find lots of decal sheets available for the various kits. And this is, for me, this is $5 on eBay. So just search. Make sure you get the right scale. If you're doing a high grade, get 144s. Someone said I should have posed it. I did. He's relaxing standing up. They always mean action pose. And what's nice too, actually, honestly, about high grades is they're usually pretty posable without disastrous consequences. You have two more Zaku's. You could do a diorama. But like what I mean is the high grades are pretty posable without pieces falling off. I have like a real grade Sinanju that just, if you look at it sideways, it falls apart. Anyway. Nice. Yeah, I will pick up a Zaku at some point and do a Zaku. I don't know which one, but I'll do one. But it's all in the nature of improvement, right? Without critique, you sometimes you're blind to the faults and flaws of your own creations. So by all means, critique my. I'm absolutely open to critique all the time. I'll do a quick pick of the changes and post it. Awesome. That'd be great. Anyway, so tonight, I don't know if you were here when I was showing you this off, but the I've got the waist unit done on the conversion, and I've also got the backpack finished. Pretty much, there's the handles for the beam weapons that stick in here that I haven't done yet. But you can see there the missile launchers, adjustable wings. These don't move, but there's some thrusters under there. Hard to see in the light. But all the decals and everything on. And I'm pretty happy with it. What I'm not happy with is how weak the knee joints are. It really wants to sort of lean way back like yours. Just go super repose style. But I think it's mainly because the backpack is pulling it. It's very sort of back heavy right now. So what we're doing this evening is we're working on the chest. I've got most of the pieces painted. It's just a matter of getting the a couple things done. Thank you. I appreciate that. I'm pretty happy with it. But like I said, even with this, if you zoom right in on it, there you can see mistakes. Where panel lines are kind of a little crooked, but whatever, right? You're not looking at stuff under a microphone, under a microscope. Anyway, so I'm gonna move the camera now so that you can see what I'm working on. Yeah, and so this evening, we're doing this part of it here. We're going to be working on this area in here. I'll be painting. I've got pretty much everything painted. I need to paint the interior piece, but I'll just sort of show you here on the desktop how it kind of goes together. So this is the main sort of shoulder cross section inner frame. It has some pieces like this that pull out, and then you can turn them a little bit. Alternatively, they just sort of lock in. And then that goes there underneath. And this connects up into here. Give us sort of the front chest area. But before I push any of this together, had a little bit of a fuck up happen here. I think either my paint splattered or I didn't clean the part well enough. And so even with lacquers, this kind of shit happens sometimes. So when I pulled off the masking tape, I pulled off all the paint right down to the resin there and there. So this part, unfortunately, I'll need to strip with lacquer thinner, and we'll have to repaint that this evening. But just so you kind of see how it goes together. So there's this is two parts. So there's this little hidden piece that connects up to this. And then this goes in here, like that. And then this piece is kind of the inside. It's just the thrusters. You really only see the well, they're not even thrusters, they're vents. And these top little spiky Cadillac fin type things. That goes in the top like this. And then this piece sits in there. Might be easier to put this on first. Like that. That fits in there. That fits in there. Then these orange guys yeah, these guys here go on top of these. like that, actually. I don't want to take the toothpicks off, so I won't completely remove those. And then these pieces go over top of this stuff like that. Yeah, like that. Anyway, we'll get it all together somehow. And then I've done sort of a two-tone blue on the main chest. A little bit of scratching here that I'm not super happy about. I may repaint this panel, this dark blue area here. I'm not sure how that even happened. I just sort of noticed it when I came home tonight. But yeah, and then these, I mean, this kit doesn't transform in its conversion, but I mean, the double Zeta is a transforming kit. So there are these sort of parts that move and swivel and stuff that, but it's just locked in place for the purposes of the resin conversion. But yeah, we need to fix that. You know, shit like this happens. You just have to kind of move past it. Etchy, that Baba Yaga house. Damn. So amazing. Oh, and these pieces go on the sides. They connect into these, I think. It's pretty cool. Understatement of the day. Yeah, it's all right. You know, 30, 40, 50 printed pieces connected together, primed, oil painted. Yeah, it's all right. Yeah. Pisses me off. That really pisses me off. You know, because it's like literally the centerpiece. You know, it's literally right in the middle. All right. What to do first? I think we'll start with oh yeah, I mean, that's what's nice about resin, right? And lacquer paints is it's easy enough just to take some lacquer thinner and a Q-tip and just reset, push the reset button. So let's go and do that. Take chat with me. All right. And just like that. That's right. Just like new. don't want to do it too many times to these little pieces, because it is going to get brittle after a while. But I mean, these pieces are already brittle. Hey Drift, how are you? That'll work. This looks like it's like a watermelon flavored. Yeah, that's right. Cocktail shot of death. I use Monster energy drink lids as little aluminum containers. Okay. So I think what I'll do just in order to prevent what happened last time, just going to swab it with some isopropyl alcohol. Make sure it's good and clean. Then we'll put the surfacer on it. We'll just go with Mr. Color regular thinner. So what's everybody working on tonight? Anybody doing anything fun? We know what TJ's doing. Nice. Remember when you're airbrushing, always keep the air going. Right? You always want to hear that. I always want to hear that. Even when there's no paint flowing. good. Finishing up a little work and relaxing. Awesome. Give that a few minutes to dry. It's really a shame that happened, but whatever. It happens. Hey, you weren't wrong about Volks USA. They shipped that thing like next day, which is great. Yeah, I made sure to get one that they had in stock. I'm a little worried though. I have this, I don't know if you guys have noticed, but I have this habit of underestimating the complexity of my projects. I should really just stop doing that. And maybe it's an old one. Maybe the Mirage LED is an older kit. But yes, we've noticed. Damn it! It's trying to be coy. But I didn't underestimate this. I knew that this resin conversion was going to be a lot of work. It was really just the AUG that I underestimated. Actually, I kind of underestimated the Waldo as well. But anyway. Got that. All right, so we'll just hit this with the hairdryer. You know, I do kind of pride. Is that a spider? Weird. Oops. I do kind of take pride in the fact that I'm building the big stuff. All right. You'll never see a one-day build here. Yeah, for me, the fun in it is the really challenging stuff. And you know, everybody does things differently, and that's cool. That's really cloudy. I wonder why. Probably because I didn't clean it twice, because I'm a dum-dum. Yeah, I like the really hard stuff. I like the complex projects, and I know that's not to, you know, say that the other ones aren't, the simpler stuff isn't worth doing. You know, for some that's perfect, but I do know that it wouldn't really appeal to me as much as something insanely complicated. Right, a little bit of red. Actually, I mixed way too much, but that's fine. I don't see any blemishes, so this should work well. Spraying at about 15 psi. Little light coat to start. Get this real nice considering where it is. Because so far I'm feeling okay. This is just the Mr. Color character red. That should do. What's that Wumpscut t-shirt? What's that Wumpscut shirt, by the way? Did it freeze? Camera froze. Building better worlds for you and me. That's Wayland. Wumpscut. I don't know what Wumpscut is. Oh, it's a German band. I'll have to check that out. What kind of music? My PC just crashed. Playing up lately. Oh, that's a drag. Mostly industrial? Cool. I'll check it out. Because that is a style of music that I listen to.
Unpredictable artist has entered chat, and this is her badass introduction.
Gotta fix that. Oh, is it? So Wumpscut is a play on Wayland? Or the other way around? Look at this. This is filthy. Sorry, my video keeps freezing. Because Logitech. Yeah, there's no hiding here. No hiding here. At least not for the VIPs. All right. Let's go back over here. How's it going, Unpredictable? How's it going? Good to see you. Good to hear from you. How's your week been? Nice clean paint. So we'll just let that dry up a little more. In the meantime, I might do these parts. Wish that camera wasn't being a bitch, but what are you going to do about it? How's the fair coming along? You two? Do I want to remove that yet? I can, actually. I can remove that. I should make a lurk command. I don't have one. You got a packed schedule? Should paint that. Nice. Is it more or less done? Like, have you filled all of the spots, or are there still some open? And Unpredictable, did you remember to leave some space for yourself? Oh, that's too bad. And are they at, like, really dumb times? (3 a.m. to 5 a.m.? Proper time zone or silly time zone? Best coast time zone or worst coast time zone? So the silly one. Well, hey, wait a minute. That's what I'm doing mine. I think, isn't it? Sounds about right. Or maybe not. All right, let's see here. $41. What? That's crazy. Guys, congratulations. That's awesome. Nice. That's amazing. Okay, let's do this. Actually, let's use this piece. No. We'll use this. Where'd my tweezers go? They're there. That's awesome. So participation-wise, is this equivalent to what Brain fog. Is this equivalent to what you had last year? Or would you say that participation is up this year? TJ, curse me with the PC talk. My Wi-Fi just wonked out. I don't use Wi-Fi. At least not on my PC. $31. Well, congrats. That's awesome. So same drill as before. We stick some tape over it. Find the outlines. Refocus the camera. There's some little tiny details here that, I mean, I could ignore those if I wanted to. I don't even think you can see them really well on the model when it's put together, but I'm doing them anyway. Because why the hell not? TJ, bringing the curse. Oh shit, seriously? Dude, I have it if you need it. If you want, I can take mine to work and scan the whole thing if you want. Send it to you. You have this, right? That's what you've got, right? Oh, you found it online? Okay, cool. My landlord waited until 3 days ago to tell me he's having people here on May 1st to bury the cable lines, and he's not yet responded to my question as to whether that includes my internet cable lines, and whether my internet is going to be out that day. Yikes. Is that on a fair? That's a fair day, isn't it? Hey, Zyvern, how are you? Good to see you again. Good to hear from you again. Just finished an HD tertium. Okay, we'll go have a look in a sec. And I finished painting the Barbatos. Nice. Post links if you got them. So that we can critique the hell out of everything. No, I'm kidding. We won't do that. Yes, it is fair day. That would be the issue. That would be bad. You're going to be streaming yours from a coffee shop. We'll just smooth these in. Bring that under like that. Yeah, chat's open for links. Post any pics, Instas, whatever you got. Happy to have a look. We're just working on this piece. This is like the main front sort of solar plexus piece of the kit. that got messed up when I peeled off this tape the last time I painted it. Pulled off a couple pieces that weren't properly bonded. So this is front piece part 2, Electric Boogaloo. We stripped it in the old watermelon flavored lacquer bath, lacquer thinner. It's not lacquer. It's not watermelon flavored. Don't taste it. I'll just quickly mask this out. Number 12 scalpel. Makes cutting these lines out easy. Makes cutting into my thumb super easy. There we go. Just like that. Looking good. Yeah, that'll do. Oh, we got to cut this out. Duh. That's the dull one. I'm more worried that I won't be able to watch anything while it's down or answer people's questions. I guess you can't even really head over to a friend's house either because of the virus. There. That's not quite good enough though, because I didn't do this part well. There. So let's just finish masking it completely, because overspray is not your friend. Using the number 10 here. Sorry, the 10 millimeter tape from Tamiya currently. That should do. Got that. And this are going to be in the same color. So these ones are going to be done in the Mr. Color Dark Gray 2. I don't have a lot of this left. I need to pick some more up this weekend. Or tomorrow would be good. But yeah. So let's head back to the spray booth and fix that up. Just pull all the junk out of it. Now I'm having some issues with that camera. So if all of a sudden my visage freezes up, it's not the vaccine. It's just the hardware. Mix up a milliliter of paint total. Half and half. Mr. Color Rapid. That's that piece. We'll get that. I really want to make sure these little spikes are done well, because they're what you can see. And the vents. Or air intakes, or whatever you want to call them. It's probably good. Not much paint left. That's good. Give this a little clean. Spill lacquer thinner everywhere. Bubble, bubble, toil, trouble. And then TJ, we'll have a look at your Zaku.
Look, everyone, hide your manga. Dreamcatcher Sky just entered Corvus's chat. Welcome to the stream,
Dreamcatcher. Hello, darlings. How are you, Dreamcatcher? That'll work. Senpai is here. How are you, my friend? I hope you're having a wonderful, wonderful week. Great. Good to hear it, my friend. Let's just bring this up here. All right, so TJ has been working on a Zaku, an HG Zaku, that he did one round. Let's actually jump back to the first edition. Got some comment and critique from Miami and a little bit from us as well after the fact, but yeah, we're just going to have a quick look at it here. So this is what he had done originally. Very nice rendition. Actually, I think I have a different. Is this a better? Yeah, there we go. Oh, and then my chats. Let's move that up. On the fly adjustments. And then so some changes were made. Oh, actually, that's not going to work. I do have to go back to this one. And we have a new an improved version. Big reveal. Nice. So you drop the stickers entirely and paint it in the red panel lining.
Cruising down Santa Monica Boulevard with the top down, Ter 23 has just joined chat.
Ter 23. Welcome. Welcome. Hope you're having a great week. You're never late to the party. The party starts when you get here. I'm sorry if that was offensive to the people who are already here. The party has indeed started, even though Terry was not present. Love it. TJ. You can see the bleed under the tape. I like these accents you've added to the guns. A little bit of color here and here, yeah. Tear is the party. Nippers! Paper and brushed on. Painted the hands up, which is nice. Hey, I think it looks fantastic. Gotta get warmed up. Definitely an improvement. Definitely improvement. I do like it without the stickers, I gotta say. The stickers, they kind of just cheapen things for me. But I know, like, you know, that's what these kits come with, so. But yeah, I mean, it's great. Let me just grab this one. Stick that in ProRef. So you changed up. Yeah, I thought that looked different. I like that. That's a nice touch. You could carry those on to the helmet even. Those lines. Yeah, Tear. This is TJ's Zaku, HG Zaku, that he's been working on. Nicely weathered. He had done, this is the first sort of incarnation of it. He got some comments and critique from another Gunpla streamer, Gunpla in Miami, who's great. Amazing streamer, amazing builder as well. Does some pretty cool, pretty fun dioramas. And after some CNC, this is the Zaku 2. Electric Boogaloo. But yeah, good work. Good work. I like it. I like it. So what's next, TJ? It's your first one completed, you mean? You just gonna do another Zaku? Or are you gonna do the Sazabi? Sazabi. Yes, tell us about the Suzuki. Char's Sazabi, an iconic Gunpla, iconic Gundam, Ver.Ka. More decals than you know what to do with. This is what we're working on here on my stream. Got the waist finished since our last stream on Saturday night, as well as the backpack. Movable launchers, posable wings, so right now I'm working on, for those of you who just joined us, the working on the waist. Not the waist, sorry. I'm working on the chest. I'm just always enjoying being on the other side of the fence where people are talking about their hobbies and I can only just barely comprehend their nerd babble. Well, takes one to know one. All right, let's strip this off. Nerd babble. Working on the NB. Working on the nerd babble. This is what my grandmother must feel like when I start explaining Full Metal Alchemist to her. That's true. That's true. When you start explaining the law of equivalent exchange to your grandmother, to your 92-year-old grandmother. It's the law of equivalent exchange, right? I got that right, I think. Gonna just slowly peel these off. Oh, the automail. Right. Yeah, that's what I thought. Hey, the anime. Nice. I really enjoyed IBO. It's one of those. It's one of the Gunpla series that falls into the no new type sort of line of things. And as a result, it's really just gonna turn this a little bit. As a result, it's kind of dark. So that's better. Before, I had peeled the tape off this and it tore a bunch of the red out, which hurt my feelings. But IBO is excellent. It's one of my favorite series. It's up there with the 8th, the MS-8th, and the other one that's really good. It's only, I think, about 3 or 4 episodes, is Thunderbolt. If you can get a copy of Thunderbolt, it's really intense. Yeah. I can't remember their names either. I think I've watched sort of all of them over the last decade, and as a result, I have no memory or recollection of any of them. It's all a blur. To the extent where I'll find one that I think I haven't seen, and I'll start watching it, and on the 3rd episode, I'll have this revelation that I'm like, I've seen this. It kind of sucks. Okay, so these are kind of keyed slightly, but not very well. Maybe I'm doing that the wrong way around, that's why. So, if you're not super familiar with Gundam and Gunpla, there are these pilots that almost have, or sort of like, there are these individuals who are able to pilot, and somebody maybe with more knowledge of it would be able to explain it better than I can in chat, but they're able to control the Gundam series of or the Psycho Gundams, not the Psycho Gundams, Psycho Frames, sorry. And the new types are almost like they're slightly more evolved human beings who have the ability to pilot these even more powerful types of Gundam suits, and but they're kind of like, they're almost like space wizards. And you get into all this sort of airy-fairy kind of strange wizardy type stuff. It's a terrible explanation of it, I'm sorry. But they're sort of, like, they're evolved human beings. Whereas the episodes, the series that don't have new types tend to be more like, they're written in such a style that they're more gritty, and they're really just dealing with human beings who are in a rough place and have gone to war, and people die, and they just seem to be a bit more, I don't know, like for me, they're more appealing sort of stories when they don't have the new type stuff. It's not to say that the new type stuff isn't amazing as well, but IBO is one of those ones where they're, well, you know, even the kid that you described as the pilot guy, he might be a new type, but they don't really write him like one. And the other thing, if I remember correctly, in IBO, and again, maybe someone can step in and sort of give a definitive answer, is I don't think there are any beam weapons. I think there was some event that occurred that limited the ability to use beam weapons, because that's the other thing in that gets a little tiresome in some of the anime series, is the use of beam weapons. It's like these like giant lightsabers. Make stuff really OP. I mean, I don't know if that really butchered explanation of it all helps you, but there you go. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I'm right on that. That there are no beam weapons, and there's a very quick little explanation as to why there aren't any towards the beginning of the of that series. But what it means is like no super overpowered, you know, giant lightsaber type things that cut mecha in half. Tear. And but I may be wrong about the new type thing in IBO. Or if memory serves, there are people in it. The main oh shit, what's the name of the kid? Is it I need to Google his name now. Mikazuki. Mikazuki is probably a new type, but they don't really play him up as one. Whereas a lot of the other, Mikazuki. Mikazuki is probably a new type. He has these advanced, sort of almost innate skills at piloting Gundam, but they don't really, you know. In a lot of the earlier series, they kind of say, "Ooh, yeah, he's a new type," and there's a lot of just discussion straight up about new types. Okay, let's see what this looks like put together. You go there. You go there. Regardless, you've picked a good one to watch. Iron-Blooded Orphans is excellent. Yeah, Barbatos has like a mace, isn't it? It's like a mace, if I recall correctly. Am I doing that right? Yeah, like that. This is going to be tricky to assemble nicely. I'm not even entirely sure how this attaches. Into here. I should probably figure that out. You know, I've commented on it before, but the instructions leave a lot to be desired. It must just slide in. Well, I think we can commit to clipping that in. Mikazuki just pops the older dude before he can finish thanking him. Cold. Yeah, Mikazuki is a monster. I'll paint these gray. Oh, there's only the one. Huh. Probably do these side things gray too. These little panels here. So, and then this goes in here like that. And then I wonder if this piece, let's take this apart. Conversion kits, man. If anybody's thinking of doing a conversion kit, take your time. Take your time. So does this then just clip in here? Yeah, that must just go in like that. It probably gets glued. Probably gets glued in there. I'm so eager to find out why the handmaid of the rich girl showed up after the first fight with a hurt arm. I'm only like 3 episodes in, though. Yeah, so that just gets glued in there. Glue. Dirty word. Dirty word for Gunpla builders. Come on. There we go. Looks good. There's some more stuff that goes up here on top. But what's nice too is it's given me a nice big cavity in here, which is going to be very handy. I have no idea how this connects to the actual torso. Figure that out later. Because I'm thinking of putting an LED kit in for the eye. I shouldn't say an LED kit. I'm thinking of just building an LED system to go in the eye. Focus. So if this cavity is available, I'll put a battery in there. I can put a battery in there. Because this resin kit does give you a nice, where is it? On the headpiece. They do give you this nice, clear piece of resin. That's kind of screaming. It's kind of screaming for a LED, isn't it? In there. No, I can get something in there. Yeah. I do indeed know how to do that kind of stuff. I do indeed. Yeah, I don't think I've shown you guys the head. It needs a fair bit of work on these parts here. Is this going to fit? See, these parts here are quite rough and fragile and bent, so I'll need to make some adjustments or to do some careful sanding there. But yeah, I'll do a resin. I'll do an LED kit on it. I've decided. Just fits on there like that. Okay, So I kind of need to figure out, let me just put the head away. It's kind of fragile, so I haven't really been bashing it around like the rest of the parts. So I'm not entirely sure how the chest actually connects to the waist. Have to figure that out. I think it clips in there on a different piece. There's a blue piece, this one. I think the whole thing fits on this. Yeah, that's how it works. And then I think that it locks into that. I can figure that out off stream. Figure that out off stream. Because I'd like to finish this kit up by the end of the weekend, to be honest with you all, so that we can get on with the next one. Bugs me that that doesn't sit right. Anyway, everybody, getting a little tired. I think I might just call it here. I know it's a bit early. I usually go till 9 o'clock on Wednesdays. I think what we'll do is we'll go and raid our friends over at Important Research. Looks like they're working on some slacker. I got my COVID vaccine today, my first one, and I feel a little peculiar. So I'm gonna just sort of take it a little bit easier. But looks like Important Research are reviewing some action figures. So I think we'll go and raid them. Kind of a regular that I raid. Tear, have yourself a good one, and stick around for the raid though. Support our local streamers, support our nerd streamers, and I will be back on Friday night, the later time. Hope to catch you guys all there, and yeah, it's been a blast. I should have the chest done, and we'll get on with more of the money parts, which is the arms. The arms are sweet on this. They're probably my favorite parts, those huge shoulder blades. But yeah, thank you everybody. Much appreciated. Thank you for dropping by, TJ, with your kit and showing us all the work. It looks excellent. Love the modifications you've made. Etchybat, always fun. Drift, thank you. Dreamcatcher, always great to see you. I'll see you guys on the next one Friday night. Take care and have a good one. Good night.
Very important toy researcher Ryan. I want to show you something. Oh my goodness.
What's up, Corvus?
Corvus Oculum, thanks for the raid. You're right on time. Welcome, raiders, to Important Research. We're so glad to have you here.
What's
Thanks so much for the raid.
folks?
Dreamcatcher Ski in the house. Eckybat is in the house.
Hope you had a good stream.
Corvus Oculum is here. Shout out to Corvus Oculum. We're so happy to see you all, and you're here right on time for some very important exclusive toy research we're about to do right now into something I've been collecting lately, a little bit of here and there, and I don't quite know what to name them. I'm going to need you guys' help naming them for what this genre of toys is. Corvus Oculum, good evening to you on this wonderful 31st birthday day of the cartoon All-Stars to the Rescue from 1990, as we all know.
Oh, yeah.
All right. Sometimes you see some toys for sale, and you're like, hey, something's not right with that toy. And you know that the kid who owned it